Bristol City continued their relentless march, but it needed a dramatic late goal to win this one. They took an early lead when Wade Elliott won the ball back, and Joe Bryan's cross fizzed off Ian Evatt into his own goal. Even the luck is going their way. Chesterfield's equaliser came from a familiar figure. Owen Doyle is the top scorer in the English leagues. And when he tangled with Derek Williams in the box, referee Andy Davis awarded the penalty. There was no way Doyle was going to give up the ball, and the Irishman confidently slotted home his 14th goal of the season. Early in the second half, Luke Freeman's corner gave Williams the chance to make amends. His header put City back in front. That was only his second career goal. But just short of the hour, red-hot Doyle struck again. There was a slice of luck in the build-up. Sam Clucas with an unintentional assist. But that was Doyle's 15th in all competitions this season, his 10th in 7 matches. But the league leaders weren't done, and in the 3rd minute of added time, Mark Little and Elliott combined, and substitute Wes Burns smashed home a winning goal. There's daylight between Bristol City and the chasing pack.
Peterborough moved up to 2nd in League One after this victory, but they had an early shock as Crawley scored after 2 minutes. Isel McLeod's 6th of the season came against his old club, but he soon succumbed to injury and left the field. Posh manager Darren Ferguson felt they should have won by more goals. This error from Crawley keeper Jamie Ashdown eventually fell to Michael Smith, who emphatically levelled, his first in nearly 2 years. Then as the rains came, so did another Peterborough goal. Christian Burgess got it, his first since moving from Middlesbrough on loan. In the second half, Peterborough emphasised their superiority. Ashdown again made a mess of things, his pass intercepted by Marcus Maddison for his 4th of the season. Then to round off a particularly miserable day for Crawley boss John Gregory, Peterborough made it 4. Connor Washington's finish was stylish, but so was Peterborough's performance.
Oldham are now unbeaten in 10 matches all told, despite falling behind early on against Walsall to the most straightforward of goals. Andy Butler clipped it long. Jordan Cook ran clear to score his first goal in over 2 years. Carl Winchester started the move that led to the Oldham equaliser. Mike Jones was denied, but the ball fell kindly for Connor Wilkinson, and he scored his first goal on loan from Bolton. Oldham are confident, not having lost since August, and 15 minutes from time they got a second when Jones went for goal and bought himself a little bit of good fortune and won the game for Oldham.
Managerless Orient put in quite a shift at Bramall Lane. They took the lead when Blades keeper Mark Howard spilled a cross from Omazusi. Eventually Jay Simpson tapped in his 3rd goal in a week. But Orient's task became a lot harder when Joby McAnuff was red-carded for the first time in his career. Referee Andy Haynes dished out a 2nd yellow to McAnuff after this reckless tackle on Craig Alcock. After that, Orient's chances became diminished. A late flurry from Nigel Clough's side looked to have brought an equaliser from Mark McNulty, but a flag for offside ruled the effort out. In the end, the United pressure told in the 90th minute as they lay siege to the Orient goal. Michael Doyle's shot was parried by the Orient keeper and a real scramble ensued. Eventually, Paddy McCarthy scored his first in 3 years and his first since a loan move from Palace. 2 minutes later, Nigel Clough sensed victory as a cross from Jamal Campbell-Rice was brilliantly headed home by McNulty, his 4th goal this season. But Orient grabbed a late point when Romain Vancelot provided caretaker boss Kevin Nugent with a late boost.
Colchester won their first home game of the campaign, mainly thanks to striker Gavin Massey. His attempt to get his first goal of the season actually led to Fleetwood's goal. Gareth Edwards' long ball didn't look too dangerous until keeper Sam Walker's misjudgment left the goal unguarded. Liam McAlinden duly found it. Massey hadn't scored since March, but didn't seem to be short of confidence. He ran on to Freddie Sears' cross and volleyed in a superb 40th minute equaliser. After 22 matches without a goal, Massey got a second. It was another super finish, and one that hauled Colchester out of the drop zone.
Rock-bottom Crewe have conceded 30 goals this season and badly needed to stop the rot. They did so when Fabian Brandy ran on to Oliver Turton's through ball to score his first Crewe goal since arriving on loan from Rotherham. 17-year-old George Cooper then scored his first career goal, a quality free kick that would have graced any league in the world. In the second half, the Coventry fight back. Danny Pugh's cross caused panic in the Crewe defence, with Aaron Phillips chesting the ball onto a post. But the Sky Blues did make the pressure count. Pugh's free kick was deflected off defender Anthony Grant. But any thoughts of a point disappeared when Stephen Presley's side were reduced to 10 men. Jack Finch crudely tripped Brandy and was given his second yellow by ref Charles Breakspear. It was the first red card of his career as Crewe held on for their second win of the season.
Informed Tom Pope inspired Port Vale to a thumping win that sees them leapfrog Yeovil in the congested lower reaches of the League One table. Mark Marshall with the cross, and Pope made it 1-0. Inside the half out, the big centre-forward had made it 2, thanks to some ragged defending from Yeovil as they failed to deal with Chris Lyne's corner. That's a pair for Pope in successive games. A third goal a minute into the second half killed it off. Lynes was involved at the beginning and at the end of the move. It was his second goal of the season, and it had Vale on their way to a much-needed win, while Yeovil was slumping into the bottom 4. Vale were a few minutes away from keeping a clean sheet for the first time this season, but the ball fell kindly for Yeovil's Aaron Martin, and he claimed his third of the campaign. If there was any hope of a comeback, it was soon snubbed out. Chris Neal's big kick really shouldn't have undone the defence, but substitute Colin Daniel was given an easy ride on his way to scoring his first goal for the Valiants.
Gillingham made things hard for themselves in the 34th minute as captain Doug Loff was sent off for a two-footed challenge on Scunthorpe's Luke O'Neill. Referee Peter Banks had no hesitation about the decision. Prospective new Scunthorpe boss Mark Robbins in the stands must have been impressed as the Iron chalked up their first away win this season. A stylish opener from Paddy Madden, his 6th goal this season. A short corner produced Scully's second after the break. O'Neill's cross powered in by Neil Bishop for his second this campaign. But the best was saved for the end as veteran striker Gary McSheffrey, who made his Coventry debut at 16, rolled back the years with a solo effort that sent the Scunthorpe fans home happy.